Hello everybody, it's me, Russ, and today I'm doing a contest thing. I did a contest and won for a automotive guy. This guy's garage, but I did another record one with Jack's Tracks entry. I did that. So anyway, this is JT's Record Room contest. He has 4 records. He asks 4 favorite genres of music. I like a lot of stuff. That's funny too, because I have a friend that was in a punk rock band, and we were talking about how many genres of punk rock there are. Like there's just a ton of, punk genres. I'm not even going to start. I'm going to get into it though. All right. Speaking of punk rock, 3 favorite genres. I'm going to share a punk record. This is kind of an obscure band. I have Ramones records. I could share those, but that's just too easy. I'm gonna stretch for this contest. Screeching Weasel. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Screeching Weasel, but this is a great punk rock band. And from Berkeley, California. I can't show the back of this record because the guys are naked, jumping around on the back of the on the back of this. It's got from the label much more punk titles. Very cool. This came out in 1992. No budget production. Lookout Records. Copyright 1988, comma 1992. Recorded October 8th, 9th, and 16th, 1988 at Solid Sound. Engineered by Phil Bonnet. Produced by Ben Weasel and Jughead. Jacket art by, here, let's see if I can go like this and try not to get in trouble. That's some classic punk right there. Screeching Weasel. If you haven't heard Screeching Weasel, you got to pull them up on your streamer. Sample that stuff. Get you hooked. Speaking of getting hooked, another genre of mine, my wife and I were just spinning this record. This LP is an entirely analog production from Speaker's Corner, John Lee Hooker. I really like this guy. John Lee Hooker. An influential part of rock and roll, Just another very influential part of rock and roll. John Lee Hooker. Grunge rock. So I live in Seattle, and yeah, we had quite the musical thing going on here in the 90s for sure. And I'm going to share an album that is it's not as appreciated as a lot of the grunge bands. This band is Grunt Truck, and I love this record. This was out on CD for the longest time. It made its first appearance on vinyl, and I got to meet the band. So the band signed all of the gal in the picture was there too, and she signed the thing. And oh yeah, Tommy was also in a band called Accused. A metal band, 80s, late 80s. Grunt Truck started in the late 80s. This album is from 92. Yeah, 1992. It's a double LP. I gotta show it to you. I know I've showed it on my channel before, but for new people, who knows? Let's see. Grunt Truck, they opened for Alice in Chains on that tour. I guess they're the only band that Beavis and Butthead had positive words for. Like they played some Grunt Truck and they were like, yeah, that's pretty good. Check that out. Very cool. It's got a little artwork down here in the dead wax. a lot of dead wax, because, you know, CDs going to vinyl, you just got to kind of make them balance out on the record, I suppose. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff on YouTube of grunt truck. So the manager, maybe correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but we bought this at Easy Street Records. The guy who's the manager of Easy Street Records now was the manager of Grunt Truck back in the day. So Easy Street Records, interesting place. Much like there's a record store in Nashville, and I can't remember the name of it, but I've heard some vinyl community folks talk about it. But Easy Street's kind of like that. Like, a lot of bands have played there. Pearl Jam's played there at the record store. It made, like, somebody shared it on Instagram, and boom, all the streets were blocked up, and it was crazy. But yeah, there's even records that have been recorded at Easy Street Records. And it's not a huge place either. It's not this, you know, you think about a massive building. It's really nice in an older part of West Seattle. They used to have, Easy Street Records used to have a location at the bottom of Queen Anne Hill in Seattle, just within walking distance from the Space Needle. And Chase Bank bought the building, and they couldn't afford to stay there. And this is when, you know, physical media started to be on the decline, you know what I'm saying? And they couldn't afford the lease, and Chase Bank took over the building. But the funny thing is, recently, within the last year, Chase Bank is gone. So that building is now abandoned. So will Easy Street Records be back in downtown North Seattle? Country music, another genre. My fourth genre. Love me some Johnny Cash, man. I've got a lot of Johnny Cash records. This man is just an amazing person. Just an amazing guy. From his early stuff to, you know, right before he passed away. You know, he starts with Rick Rubin and America Records. And just amazing guy. Johnny Cash playing at San Quentin. I also have Folsom Prison. You know, he loved broken people, and that's what I really like about Johnny Cash. I'm sort of like that. You know, I love people who are messed up and are willing, or at least, you know, can be encouraged to have some faith and live some life, and to see what light that they can shine in this world.
This is part of why I do these videos, sharing me driving here in the van at work, you know, stuff like that. I am living proof that people do change.
Johnny Cash, you know, playing in prisons, just, he said some things about the folks in prison, like the difference between them and me is, he said, I got money, you know. For me, I did a lot of bad stuff when I was a drug dealing crazy person as a younger man, and I'm not in jail or prison. I didn't, because I don't know, I'm a white guy, you know, that's part of it. My mom owned a dry cleaners. She knew a lot of cops in the area. And I kept my mouth shut. My mom's apartment was surrounded by the police with guns, the whole works. So that was my life as a younger man. But that's for another video. I'll share that story another time. The next one is share a new record or something that you're listening to now. So a new record, if I'm going to share via a vinyl thing, would be Ghost. I really like this record. I did a review on it. This record is awesome and fun, and it sounds very... it reminds me a lot of Alice Cooper. Very Alice Cooper-esque with its theatrics and sound. It's got a big sound. I like Ghost. You know, harkening back to some classic rock stuff in there too. Like it's got that kind of sound. The album is my favorite of the band. Here's a new one. I got it on CD because the record was like $50. It's like 50 $50. So I got the Scorpions Rock Believer. This was 2022. That's a CD. I don't know if this counts, right? They might throw a flag on me on this one. Like flag, foul, yellow flag. You're sharing 2 of those, Russ. Well, it's a CD. And then he said, JT said, share a guilty pleasure. It's funny that I have 2 JTs that I follow now. In the automotive arena of my life, I JT from Online Mechanic Tips, and then it's JT on the vinyl side from JT's Record Room, which is cool. Anyway, getting to my guilty pleasure. I know what you're thinking. William Shatner. This album, I've had to warm up to William Shatner, you know. My wife was into William Shatner. We went and visited Mike down there in Phoenix, Arizona. That's where I got that Speaker's Corner record. And he was playing some William Shatner. Him and my wife started talking about William Shatner, and I go, wouldn't he be under comedy? And they're like, no, like this is, at least Mike was. It's a novelty, all right? Whatever you think of William Shatner, this is an interesting record.
Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do.
And it's not just, he's joined by friends, okay? Friends like Richie Blackmore. That Richie Blackmore. Lyle Lovett, Brad Paisley, and Steve Miller. There's a couple, speaking of 2 different genres, right? Join him on Space Cowboy. Space Truckin', and Ian Palance from Deep Purple is right there. He joins Shatner. And Johnny Winter on guitar in this one too. So it's just cool. Peter Frampton, Sheryl Crow, Michael Schranker. I'm terrible with names that I can't pronounce. From Scorpions, you know, back in the day, Scorpions. Yeah, and many more. I actually have, this is the hype sticker. 3 collectible. There's 3 LPs in here, and they're red, white, and blue. Members of the Strokes, the Kinks, Tangerine Dream, Alice in Chains, Deep Purple, MC5. On this work, this beautiful work of wonderful music, if you could call it music. Shatner doesn't sing. He's just, it's like spoken word. When we were in, was it Everyday Music in Portland, we were asking about Shatner. Like, we weren't sure where to look. And the guy goes, spoken word. You'd be in their spoken word. But they didn't have any vinyl of his. They just had CD. So, yeah, we went and... I'm going to do a review of this, too, by the way. Have that in the works. Review of this album. Because it's awesome.
Come on, let's go.
So there you go. That's my entry for... I'm putting it in the comedy area over here, by the way. The Shatner record. That's my entry for JT's Record Room 1,000 subscribers contest. He's crossed over into 1,100 subscribers, 1,100.5 last time I checked. So congratulations to you, my friend. And yeah, I'm thinking of doing something soon. I'm about ready to hit 5,000 subscribers. Yeah. And I've got to do some kind of contest or something. We'll have a circus or invite everybody over to the house. That's not, don't come over to my house. It's probably not hard to find me. Thanks for watching. That's my entry for JT's Record Room 1,000 subscribers contest. Link in the description to his channel. And why not subscribe to this one? Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen next? Tonight, my wife and I are going to see Alice Cooper. So we're excited about that. Alice Cooper at McCaw Hall tonight. It's going to be awesome. Oh, by the way, I was going to share with you guys that playlist that I have. I'll put it in the end screen of this video. So when my wife and I spin records, we do this, like, it's a playlist of all these different cool background things or screensaver stuff. Like, it's just like art. It's just cool to have something weird to look at while you're spinning records. So yeah, if you want to play something for your eyeballs to feast upon while your ears are enjoying the wonderful sounds that you're putting out there, I challenge you. It's my gift to you. It's free just for watching. You made it this far in the video, you get my playlist of all of that beautiful visuals for your eyeballs to enjoy. You're welcome. Thanks for watching.